So you can see as we walk towards the backyard that this family takes a lot of pride in their outdoor living space. The gardens are gorgeous. Everything is manicured. And as we get into the back, you're gonna see why these water features are so important to them. So we're gonna start right here. This is the existing pond. We've got an old, outdated biological waterfall filter right here. That was the main waterfall for this pond. There's a hidden spillway box. There was a secondary waterfall that dropped right into the pond right there. You can see a variety of different outdated and non-functioning lights in the pond all over the place. It's a mess. You can see a lot of these small hand-sized stones. Things are starting to shift and collapse. There's exposed liner. That's what happens over time. It hasn't been maintained for a little bit and it's just not working. Now this is a space that they really love. They use this to entertain. They bring a lot of veterans here, a lot of cancer patients, different groups of people. They have banquets, they have garden parties, and they use this as a healing place to celebrate life and to just get people outside together in groups enjoying life. So they want to see these things look beautiful, and the key word we keep using together is magical. They want this place to be magic. So we're about to do that for them. This pond, as it fills up, it goes over this negative edge into a stream. That's a stream, a very narrow one that runs all along the back side of this wall, along the patio over here, all along these beautiful arborvitaes, and then it drops down into this lower pond where there's a skimmer. Now you can see that the lower pond is a lot smaller than the upper pond. This is a top-heavy system, so there's a lot of issues with evaporation and water quality. It's just not designed right. It's beautiful. It ran for a long time and did what they needed it to do, but we're about to make it so much better. So we're using this corner of the yard to start staging out all of our materials. This right here is that fire stacked slate sphere, which is a tongue twister, by the way. This fire element is gonna be that one incorporated in the pond we were talking about. This is one of the smaller spheres that's gonna go in that standalone Fountainscape. We've got our aqua blocks. These are the water storage matrix that are gonna hold all the water underground in that pondless Fountainscape feature. We've got a large bowl over here in this box. We've got our medium bowl here, all the stuff we need to make magic happen. We've got our skimmer, our oversized biological waterfall filter, our plumbing, our liner, our rock pad, everything we need. All the raw material right here is gonna be transformed into living art over there.
In the first start of the morning, me and Mason have been working on pulling the rocks out of this top pond here. We're leaving the dry stream that once connected the two ponds, and we're putting some pouring bowls over in this top pond here. Had some behemoths of rocks set on the edge, but we got them out. It's looking good. We're about to pull the liner out and start digging our aqua blocks in. So this is what we've been working with this morning, guys. Give you a little scale here. This is me, 200 pounds. These things are massive. Me and Mason, we pulled them out. We got this edge all set, and now all we have left is a mud pit and a skimmer. Mason's working on pulling the liner up now. We're gonna dig our edge, get our aqua blocks all set and level, and it'll be good.
As I sit here, I reflect on what we got done today. And let me tell you, it was an okay amount of stuff. We are now backfilling our pondless reservoir or our Fountainscape basin, whatever you'd like to call it. All of our aqua blocks are in place. We've got rock pad down, then our liner, then a thin fabric. All of our water storage matrix, our pump vault, all burritoed up right now. We call this the pond burrito, and we're going around and we're backfilling this to hold it in place, and we're using sand for that today. So we're gonna get this all locked in, get all the surrounding soil kind of leveled out, pitched the way we want it. We'll unfold everything and we can start to place the fountain features themselves, see what we like, what looks best, then we can start working on the plumbing for it. Our goal is to get this feature as close to complete as possible today before we start really moving into the pond over there.
So what are you doing?
Custom cutting a spillway bowl. These are container gardens for patios originally, but we figured out they're way cooler as custom cut water features. So it's something I love to add to ponds, pondless waterfalls, Fountainscapes. They just make for super attractive waterfalls, and they add a sense of formal to an otherwise natural feature, and they just blend in so well. So I love using them.
While you guys were sleeping, we backfilled our basin over here. We have our vault set in. We have everything all leveled, and we have our 3 urns nicely set, roughly where they're gonna go when the gravel's in. We have another spillway bowl going in over here, It's custom cut with a little waterfall piece here. So this will become a little waterfall in the corner, right off that dry stream, helping pour into that aqua basin, get the water flow going.
I am underneath the arborvitaes, hanging out with my stacked slate spheres. Hello! We're doing the plumbing. So you can see we've got the main line coming over to here. We got a bunch of T's, and we're gonna be doing all different size pipes to make these features run. Each one is going to have a ball valve so we can dial in the exact amount of water per feature that we want to see. We're going to have an adjustable flow pump on this, so it's going to range from 2,000 gallons per hour to 5,000 gallons per hour. I don't think we're going to have it turned up all the way max because that's a bit much for this, but I like to have the ability to play around with the flow. And then these will dial in so we get an even distribution of water from one pump between all 4 features. We'll be able to start rocking this in, setting some big accent pieces. We got some cool driftwood, and we got beautiful river jack to cover up the basin and the liner and everywhere the water is going to splash, basically. So this thing's going to be running probably in a couple of hours. Super exciting. Delectable, one might say. You guys smell that? It's a waterfall. Just kidding, don't use that. Come check this thing out. It's beyond cool. Epic, magical, amazing, delectable. Those are words we can use to describe this. So this is phase 1 of the 2-part project. Both phases are technically one phase because we're not leaving, but we focused on this portion of the build first. This was our primary focus. It took us 3.5 days to complete. Day 1, we had to rip this whole thing out and start excavation of the new basin. Day 2, we got the basin in. We started placement of the features. Day 3 was all the feature work, all the plumbing. We got the rock set in place and we started doing the gravel. And then this morning we came in, we finished graveling, we started edging, putting in moss details, and we did a cleaning on it. So now this is all done, buttoned up, ready to rock for the rest of the year and for many, many years to come. We have a bunch of cleanup, as you can see, but we also did a bunch of work on phase 2, which is the pond, the upper pond portion. So this feature, as you know, was one whole thing. This was the upper pool. It overflowed into a stream, then went all the way down to that lower pool, which is now the Fountainscape. So this pond is now its own separate system. It's an ecosystem. There is no more stream. That's now a dry stream bed. You can see over there, we cut the streamliner, folded it over, and we have put in a brand new skimmer. So that skimmer is going to house our 4,000 to 7,000 gallon per hour pump. That pump is going to feed this custom cut large spillway bowl, which is roughed in place right now. Plumbing still has to happen for that, and we've got to rock it in, level it, and secure it so it stays where we want forever. We also have our oversized biological waterfall filter in place, backfilled, leveled, set to go. Plumbing is started on this already, and we've got our bib liner in, and we started rocking and carving for our natural waterfall that's going to come out of that waterfall filter. Oh boy, guys, I'm having a tough time here. I don't know. Do I like the Fountainscape better, or do I like the pond better? This is so amazing, guys. I cannot get over how this turned out. There is so much to look at here. There is so much that I love. The pond is 99% done. There's literally 1% of detail work left, a little bit of edging, some more moss work, and we got to get this fire feature started up, baby. Check this thing out. This is the medium stack slate fire sphere that I have been telling you guys about this entire video. It is finally in place, and I am super pumped. When we come back here, we're gonna get this thing lit up. I am so pumped. I don't even know the words to express how excited I am about this thing. But check out this waterfall. Look at this. I knew this waterfall was gonna come out cool, but I didn't realize it was gonna be this awesome. There is so much happening in such a tiny footprint. I would say that's probably 18 inches of elevation change in a 3-foot by 3-foot section. It is not a large area, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different waterfalls in that space, and they are awesome. We've got a 4,000 to 7,000 gallon per hour pump. I know, pond nerd stuff, who cares, right? But that is a ton of water split up between these 3 features. We maybe have 1,000 gallons going through this fire feature, probably 1,500 gallons an hour coming out of that custom cut spillway bowl, and the rest of that is pouring over this waterfall, twisting and turning, going all different directions. It is so cool. Every single water feature I build is my favorite, guys. If you don't know that by now, there is something I love about each one so much. They're all unique, they're all custom. If I rip this out tomorrow and try to rebuild it, I could never recreate it the same. These things are one of a kind, living, breathing art, in people's backyards, and this one is incredible. The homeowner's only request was, please bring magic to my backyard, and I really think we accomplished that. This is incredible, and it's only gonna get better. Every single year, the moss is gonna grow. They're gonna add different shade plants, ferns and hosta, more moss, Japanese shade grass, all this stuff. Can you guys imagine next fall, they're gonna be sitting out here, and I'm probably gonna come over and join them because I need to be here and experience this thing at night. They're gonna be sitting out here by the fire, roasting some marshmallows. They're gonna have the koi dancing in the lights. It's just gonna be magic, literally magic. I don't even know, guys. I'm pumped, and we still have a half a day left. It's not even completely done. I cannot wait for the end of this video when you guys get to see everything in full glory. Check these features out, they're incredible. Over here, we've got the ecosystem pond with the fire feature. This is 360 degrees of spilling water all around this feature, and then fire on top. How cool is that? It doesn't get any crazier and awesome in your backyard than a water fire feature. That's insane. This thing is a focal point of the backyard now, and there's like tons of focal points, right? We've got this large custom cut spillway bowl just pouring into the pond. Look how deep down those bubbles go. The aeration from that thing alone is insane. This gorgeous, gorgeous waterfall. This came out way cooler than I was hoping. I knew it was gonna be awesome. I didn't know it was gonna be that cool though. Sometimes things just come together. You got the right rocks, everybody's jiving, things are moving, and something like that happens. We got the oversized filter. That's a biological waterfall filter. That's keeping this pond super clean, clear, and healthy. Got the skimmer on that end that houses the pump. All the pine needles and leaves and debris that fall into the water are getting swept over there into that basket so we can remove it for them, because these guys are now VIP maintenance customers. We're here every other week taking care of these features. We clean them in the spring, net them in the fall, shut them down in the winter, make sure everything is awesome all the time for them. So this is where everything started. This was the original pond that overflowed into that stream that went down behind the wall and into a lower pond section down here. This whole water feature didn't work. It had tons of issues, so we ripped out that lower pond and created this Fountainscape. This thing is unreal as well. We've got 3 different sizes of stack slate sphere over here. You watched us build the whole thing. It took us a week and a half to get this project done. Is this magical or what? That was the one and only rule, remember? It had to be magical when we were done, and I definitely think we hit the nail on the head with this medium custom cut spillway bowl that ties in with the large custom cut spillway bowl over there. These 3 different size spheres, they tie in with the fire sphere over here. This backyard is just completely surrounded with the sights and sounds of moving water now. And this family, guys, they are definitely living the water feature lifestyle. Everybody that they bring to share this backyard with is just gonna be like mesmerized. I'm getting goosebumps just talking about it. It's incredible. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, if you have any questions, like, share, subscribe, leave us a comment down below. We'll see you next time, guys, with more awesome water features.